So let's turn to some non-COVID news for some big players in the COVID-19 market. Pfizer recently reported its top-line results from a phase 3 study of abrocitinib, and this study was a head-to-head comparison between abrocitinib and Sanofi's and Regeneron's Dupixent in treating eczema or atopic dermatitis. So, Brian, what do you think about Pfizer's news here, and does the company have a chance of even beating Sanofi and Regeneron in the eczema market?
Yeah, so this was a top line result. So we don't actually know. All we know is that the trial was successful. We don't actually have any data. So the study measured the percent of patients who had a 4-point improvement on a scale that measures itching. And then they also measured the percent of patients who had a 90% clearance of their eczema. And so abrocitinib beat Dupixent on both of those endpoints. So we just don't know how by how much. And obviously the delta there and how many more people were helped is obviously going to be very important. But Pfizer's saving that data for a medical meeting or for a publication. While efficacy is certainly important, so is safety. And abrocitinib is in the JAK class, which has been marred with issues since safety issues since the post-marketing study of Pfizer's Xeljanz showed that the drug had a higher rate of cardiovascular issues and also higher rates of cancer. And there were 2 deaths in this study that was just published. One was COVID-19 related, so probably not that big of a deal. But the other one was an intracranial hemorrhage and a cardiorespiratory arrest. So that's clearly cardiovascular. The investigators characterize it as unrelated to the drug, but I think it's just going to add fuel to this fire with the safety issues with JAK inhibitors. Abrocitinib is under FDA review for eczema, and the FDA has put off a decision on the drug. The PDUFA date has already passed. The goal that the FDA sets for itself to make a decision, and it let that PDUFA date pass because it's still reviewing the Xeljanz data. So it's going to make a decision on the Xeljanz data, and then make a decision on abrocitinib and a few other JAK inhibitors that also are under review that should have already had a decision for. So we'll have to wait and see what kind of warning abrocitinib gets before we can really know how well it can compete against Dupixent.